Hey, welcome to another Mayday Monday. I'm Taylor at MarkConnect, and I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of social media marketing for small businesses. And essentially all I do is I just look up a random industry and I look up a random area and I just find some page and I go through what they're doing good and what they're doing bad. So you can just take that and use it in your own social media marketing that you have for your own small business. So let me get into it today. I think I'm going to do cafe. I'm going to try to find a cafe in Orlando. Woo, 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 woo. All right, so I'm going through some cafes in Orlando. Orlando Cat Cafe. Okay, I'm going to check out Orlando Cat Cafe because that just sounds interesting to me. All right, so we're over here on the page for Orlando Cat Cafe. I like how they have right on the top here, they have Orlando Cat Cafe. They have the area of where it is, and it seems as if they have like the time, closing, all that stuff, reservation, booking, area, all that stuff. So they have some of their details up in the top here, which is cool. I like that. The only thing that I would do is just make it maybe darker background image and then white text on top of it so it pops a little bit better because it's kind of hard to see, but other than that it's good. Logo's good. I like what they did with the logo. I'm going to look down here, look at their reviews. So it looks like they have a rating of 4.7 out of 5, which is pretty good. So I'm just going to check if they comment on their reviews real quick, and it looks like they do, so they're doing that right. Remember, always comment on your reviews. That's one of the biggest things that you can do as a business page, because people want to enter into that dialogue. When they're putting a review out, it means that they want to talk to you about something in a way, especially if it's bad. If it's a bad review, they want that thing to be solved in a way. I mean, they might not say it, but that's kind of what they're getting at. They kind of want that thing resolved. So if you can do that just by posting on Facebook or replying to the comments on Facebook, then that's a good thing. I'm just looking at some of their posts here. It looks like they have actually a lot of engagement. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yesterday, which was Sunday, yesterday, which was Sunday. So these guys are posting a lot, and it actually looks like they are very popular in their area because they're getting 100 and something likes on average per post, or I should say like 80 likes on average per post. Plenty of comments, plenty of shares. So these guys are doing it right. One of the things I noticed, which is one of the reasons why they are probably doing so well with the engagement, is that they're literally posting every day. And they're not posting like, oh, come in, get this, whatever. I'm sure whatever they're selling is cool, but it's more so that they're just putting out content that people can see, and that seems to be pretty much it. See, they're just, a couple of shares on something that matters in their little niche, and then just little Happy Mother's Day stuff. So it looks like, are you home catified? Learn more to enrich both your cat's life and all that stuff. So it looks like they have little lectures and stuff like that too. So they don't. The main thing that I see that they're doing on their page is that they're just posting content, and they're not really focusing on getting people to come in, which is cool. That's fine. A lot of the time that can work. If you have the patience to let that go on for a while, then people will just start coming in because they like your content and stuff like that. You'll start having that authority. They have a couple of little things. This looks like it's a little bit like of a pitch to get people in. So this right here is a great example of what you should be doing with your Facebook social media, because they're posting every day. They're getting a lot of feedback. I don't know if they're boosting any of their posts or what. They might be, but the virality. There's 3 shares on that one. There's 31 shares on this one, which is really good. So this is a really good example, and all it says is just because ... and it gets all those shares, which is great. You want that type of publicity for your brand. Anyone who is struggling with trying to get engagement with their stuff, take this as an example. Just be posting stuff, on a regular basis that doesn't have to do anything with trying to make money from somebody. You'll find that that's actually it seems counterintuitive, but that's probably the only thing that you could really try to aim for on social media. Social media is not an advertising platform unless you're running ads to people that you already know are targeted and know your brand and all of that stuff, which you can do through, some advanced techniques and stuff that I don't want to get into in this. But when you're just posting on social media, you don't need to be trying to sell people all the time. A lot of people make that mistake. This brand right here is not making that mistake. They are doing this very, very well, and I'm glad that I clicked on this because I get to see that other people are doing this stuff right, and I also get to give you guys the example. See, all of these have like well over at least 30 likes, which is really good. So I think they might be boosting their stuff, which is cool. So their Facebook page is pretty much on point. I'm not quite sure though yet what they actually do. So I'm going to go to their website. I'm going to go to their website and find out exactly what they do, which is kind of bad that they have such great, social media, Facebook engagement, but I still don't really know what they do exactly. Okay, so it looks like they are actually a cafe because it seems as if they sell coffee. And their website isn't too bad. I like how they have the banner at the top where it has their phone number and their email, and it has some of their social buttons which you can click if you really want to. So I'm just looking through here real quick. It says subscribe to our newsletter. Okay, that's not going to get anyone to sign up for your newsletter. Just saying subscribe to our newsletter. Join the mailing list to receive the latest news and updates from Orlando Cat Cafe. One thing that you could do that I've talked about before is I think this brand should try to find something that people would want to read on, some type of information that they could read, and put that as like kind of a moral bribe, like a like something to get people to want to put their email in, as opposed to just subscribe to our newsletter. People that are just arriving on your site that are trying to find out if like if you guys serve coffee or whatever it is, and this thing pops up, it's not going to matter to them. They're just going to click out of it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to put their email in unless they know about you already. And the whole thing is that with email marketing, you want to be able to capture everybody, because you don't want to have to just market to one little linear amount of people, the people that already know about you. You want to be able to get people that don't know your brand onto your email list as well. So like I said before, just try to get something that people would want to read, maybe something about, adoption rates in our area about cats, or some type of thing like that you'll have to do the research on whatever it is in your industry that people would want to read, but just put it on there, something that people would want to have, and then so they can actually put their email in. But at least they're trying. I like the fact that they understand the importance of email, which is good. And they have some photo galleries and things like that. They don't have, it seems as if, they do have a menu. It took me a little while to find it. So number one thing, make the menu one of the most predominant things on your site, and make the location the number one most predominant thing on your site, along with the hours. So literally the top 3 things that should show up on your site first before anything. Even if if they would get rid of this big old bar, it would even be better than that, because they already have, looks like they have 2 of those bars actually. Yeah, they have 2. They have this up here, which is the same as this. So get rid of this big one, right? And then I would just put, on the front page it'd be, the location, and it would show the location, hours, and then menu, just a button to click to this menu page here. And that's it. That's all I would do for pretty much the first page. And then you can have some of the stuff that was below there, which was good little content. And I like their menu page because it has like little graphics on there, and it kind of teaches them about, it looks like it kind of teaches them about the coffee. Honestly, you could use this as the lead capture thing for your email list if you want to capture more people that like coffee, which is cool. So I'm going to go back to their homepage. I'm going to wrap this up real quick because I know this is probably getting long. This brand here is doing a lot of things right, and I want people to see that. So I'm going to go back to home if it'll allow me. So they're doing a lot of things right, and I want you to kind of break down exactly all the things that they're doing. When you go onto their site, only thing I would change is to put the location and the time and the menu right on the very first part, because as you can see, it doesn't have, you can't just like land on the site and see the times and all of that stuff. In fact, let me check how it looks from a mobile standpoint. All right, so it's a little bit more condensed. The only thing that, like I said, I would just put this location. It says our location. I would put that up. I'd put that up here where it says our location. I'd put it up. That's the only thing I would do on this site to change it. And then I would try to find something that would be a good lead capture for those emails. And then that's it. Take this brand as a really, really good example of what you should be doing. If you're not doing any of the things that they're doing here, I would change what you're doing to kind of mimic what they're doing here, because Orlando Cat Cafe, shout out to you guys. You guys are doing a really, really good job. I hope the best for your business. It seems like it's a really fun place. I personally have 2 cats, so if I'm ever in Orlando, I'll try to make my way out there for you guys because it seems fun. I love coffee, I love cats, so that'll be fun for me. But that's pretty much it for Mayday Monday today. Go ahead and share this and like the video if you got some really, really good value out of it, because I want to share as much of this love to everyone in your community as possible who own businesses and things like that can also benefit from this information. So I'll see you guys on the next Mayday Monday. This was Taylor at Mark Connect, and I'll see you in the next one.